Alright guys, welcome back to EDC Plus. I'm going to do a review on this pocket organizer. This is called the E-Pocket Organizer. It was designed by a small privately owned company called Edc Finland. It's just a guy out in Finland. He makes nylon gear. And a company stateside called OV Innovations. They're based in Phoenix, Arizona. They got together with him and asked if they could make, a variation of his product. They're almost exactly the same, but there's just some slight, subtle variations to it. And so they started making some of their own. So a few things about this this product before we go in depth with it. It weighs 5.8 ounces or 164 grams, I believe. It is 5.25 inches wide, 6.5 inches tall, and an inch deep or thick. It's got YKK zippers throughout, 500 denier nylon material, with mil-spec elastic loops on the inside and T90 nylon thread holding this thing together. So it's all real high quality materials, and it will last you a lifetime if you take care of it and it doesn't see too many knife edges or whatever. So that was the specs on it. I'll go ahead and show you the outside, and then we'll change views, and we'll go in depth on the inside. So, the outside of the organizer, you have a zipper pocket right here in front. You have two slip pockets right here, and they are both divided with thread that runs down the length of the pack, or the organizer. It's a clamshell opening, so I usually have the zippers meet up here on the top, and then both of them go down to open it up, and here's the hinge right here on the bottom. You flip it over, and you have another zipper pocket on the opposite side, which I keep some first aid items in, and this pack also came with a pull tab on it, but I cut those off all my organizers because I personally never use them, but just keep in mind that yours will come with that. Another small thing I did was I changed the zipper pulls to just some short black paracord zipper pulls. When you get yours, the zipper pulls usually come in the color that you purchased, which I also forgot to mention. The colors that these are available in are Coyote Tan, which is this one here. You have Black, Typhon Cryptek, and Multicam. Now the Multicam and the Cryptek variations of this are going to be the most expensive. I believe they run $50 for those two prints. The Coyote being the cheapest variation, this one was $40, and the Black is $45. So those are the available options that you have as far as coloration goes. And whichever color you get, the Paracord Pulls match the color of the organizer. The pulls that it came with were paracord, but they were just a little too long. I like short paracord pulls, so I put just the shortest I could black ones on here. And that way, let me get this thing to focus. Okay, that way they're just not, getting caught up on too much, and it gives it a little bit of contrast, so I kind of like that. Alright, so we'll go ahead and we'll go close up with this, and I'll show you the inside and what I got in it. Hang in there, guys. Okay, guys, so here we are with the close-up, and since my camera isn't the best right now, I know I tell you guys pretty much every video that my camera's not good, and I'm gonna be getting a new one, so I'm gonna show you one side at a time so I can fit everything in frame. So right now we'll go ahead and open it up, or actually I'll show you what I got on the back here. Bump the camera, sorry guys. So in the back I just have some first aid items. These are some band-aids and a ID card holder. It's just a thick plastic bag type thing. And then in the back I have some burn gel and some hydrocortisone cream. And then I have a small pocket pharmacy here with some Tylenol, Motrin, and Benadryl. So I keep those items in the back. That slips back there, and then I keep the pills right behind that. And these pockets, this flap right here, it does go up in there, so you can put a longer item in there and it will fit. So that's what I keep in that pocket. I keep these front pockets empty. Sometimes I'll put my wallet in here if I just want to store it someplace else. And I just keep these empty for just to add some things, you know, if I needed to hold something else. With these organizers, I always think it's kind of good to leave some space, you know, just in case you need to add something else to it. So, and this is my, I guess my EDC organizer, you would call it, because it's always with me. It's usually in the front seat or in my pack or something like that, in my EDC bag. So I always have this particular organizer with me. And you'll find the items that I have in here are more for like daily tasks rather than, you know, I guess survival items and stuff, because I do live in the city. So we'll start with the side with the least amount of stuff first. So as you can see here, there's the tag on the inside there. CDH TAC Finland, OV Innovations, and I'm not going to be able to show you this too well, guys, but as you can see there, Phoenix, Arizona, made in the USA. So that's the tag on the inside. You got two slip pockets right here. You have one here that goes all the way down to the bottom, and then you have one in the back here, which I keep my EDC notebook in. And this one goes all the way down to the bottom as well. So two slip pockets on this side, and you have a nylon loop right here so you can hang keys or whatever else you want to hang on there. I just have a small little bundle of paracord here. This is about, I'd say 10 feet roughly of camouflage 550 paracord. And that goes right there. I just keep that like that. I just got this recently, so I'm going to be adding more stuff. I just, you know, I haven't come across too many things that I need with me, but I'm sure I'll figure out some more stuff to put in here that I feel I could use. Just a small CountyCom pry bar that I have wrapped in some paracord, and I keep this in these elastic loops that run along here. And it keeps that pretty well in place there. It doesn't move at all. Neither does the paracord when this is all closed. And then my notebook goes in the back here. And that's that side. So we'll move on over to this side with most of the items in here. So I just have a Sharpie, standard Sharpie. Actually, if you guys carry one of these or start carrying one of these, I think you'll find that you use it more often than not. Especially summertime when you're drinking a lot of water, you know, water bottles, you want to mark your name on what bottle's yours. I feel when you're in a large group of people and everybody has the same brand of water bottle, you know, it becomes a guessing game after a while. And me, I don't like drinking after other people. So, Sharpie comes in handy. So I keep that in there. I have my Preon 1, which is my backup EDC light. I actually kind of Legoed this thing together. It's the toxic green host, or I guess battery compartment, with a titanium head and switch. and I have the switch modified. I took the little clicky cap out because I'm sure a lot of you know that EDC this light, it comes on very easy. So with this, it's actually recessed in there, and you can also tail stand it on a flat surface like that. And if you're worried about the rubber boot getting ruined this way, all you got to do is contact 47s and just tell them you need some extra rubber boots, and they'll send you out a few. So that way you have some spares should anything ever happen to this one. But, you know, honestly, I haven't had any problems. So that's my Preon 1 that I keep in there, which is actually a really good light if you do that modification to it. I have my, down here, I have a Delrin battery compartment, which I keep a spare AA for my EDC flashlight. You can get these on CountyCom. They have an O-ring on the inside that keeps it sealed, and I just have a 1.5 volt AA lithium in there, ultimate lithium. So that houses my battery. I have my Leatherman squirt up here, up at the top. And this thing, I'm sure a lot of you know, comes in handy quite often. So I always got that. Got that with me. And that rides up here. And then this goes down here, which I really like the way this is set up, because if you have some things in here that are, I guess, a little looser in the elastic loops, if you stack them like this, it won't fall out through the bottom, and when it's closed, it's not going to fall out through the top. So it it helps that way. So I also have some pins. I keep this pin in here for work. This is just a Pilot G2. It's the 0.5. I'm not sure if this is fine or extra fine, but when I'm writing my reports at work, the lines on the report sheet are very thin, and it's hard to fit everything in there, so I feel having an extra fine tip pin really aids with that, so I always keep that in there. And then on this side, another pin, which is still my all-time favorite EDC pin, my Hinderer Investigator pin in stainless steel. So always have that in here, and those two just ride in the same loops together like that. And then in the back here you have another slip pocket that goes all the way to the bottom again, and I keep a my Ninja Turtle caddy from Hanks by Hank, and that just adds a couple extra slip pockets, kind of keeps, you know, some items that I want to keep in there organized. If they're, you know, items like flashlight or a knife or multi-tool or whatever, I can slide them down in one of those pockets, and it keeps them from moving around. And then you have another nylon loop right here for more keys or some sort of keychain or something you want to hook to that. And then down here in the center, you have another elastic loop, which I see a lot of people, they were actually recommending putting a Exotac Fire Steel in here. But, you know, just as an example, you can put a Preon 1 in there like that, and it fits perfect. So that's it, guys. This is the CDH-Tac Pocket Organizer, or E-Pocket Organizer from OV Innovations. I'll post a link in the description down below as to where you can pick one of these up for yourself. They're really awesome. I highly recommend them. And the two guys that run OV Innovations, really cool guys. You know, they ship fast. They're just some really cool dudes. So the E-Pocket Organizer, there it is, guys. And until the next time, take it easy.